Nothing less than fantastic, just as New York always offers when we runners hit the park here. So a great morning out there. I ran a little bit outside of my fitness level, but wanted to run an aggressive race because that's the strategy I feel most comfortable with. So it was a tough day out there with the heat, but it's nothing close to what will be welcomed when we touch down in Beijing later this summer. So just pushed the pace early in the race, but my fitness, I've always said that when you're as fit as you can be, that heat and humidity don't bother you, and it bothered me today. So I've got some work to do, but I'm excited to get home and get in marathon specific training, and this is always a great race to launch us into that.
Thank you, Deena. We'll come back to
if this race hadn't been on schedule, is this the kind of thing that you would have been looking to do at this stage, or maybe a little later of your build-up, in other words, to really run some kind of hard 10K type thing? Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess I normally wouldn't be racing this time in my training, but I couldn't pass up an invitation to New York City and to give back to the New York Roadrunners on their 50-year celebration. Is pretty special to be a part of. So wanted to honor them by coming here, and really this is a much greater effort today than I would have gotten in any training day back home in Mammoth Lake. So it's definitely a good push for me to come here and race against these fantastic women.
And Mary sort of alluded to it, but you got an incredible reception on the course, which you usually do, but I mean I was out there and it seemed like it probably surpassed what you've gotten in the past.
I guess I owe that to the bib numbers now that had our name on them rather than a number. Go number 6. So I really think that that's a great addition and a great move forward in road running, is to have our names on the front of our bibs, and it definitely felt welcomed out there on the course with all the runners and cyclists going by shouting our names.
Were you surprised to be in the lead as long as you were, or just like?
I guess I really ran outside of my fitness level today. I knew I was pushing in the beginning and just riding just over the line than what felt comfortable the entire way. So I'm definitely happy with the effort out there. We all like to feel the finish line breaking across our chest, but I definitely am happy with my performance today.
Now I see that Bernard Lagat's sister was up there in the lead pack with you for quite a while. Were you aware of who she was, or were you surprised to see that? Somebody maybe you didn't. Deena, did you have any idea who she was?
Absolutely. I noticed her earlier in the week, and when I looked into her eyes, I saw Bernard Lagat. So it immediately made me think on the course, gosh, I don't want this to come down to a kick with her, because I knew just genetically she would win me over. I would have succumbed to her. So yeah, just a great honor for her to be in the field, and she ran a fantastic race.
Deena, does this race tell you anything specific that you need to work on besides just general fitness? I mean, is there certain aspects that now you can zone in on a little better in terms of your ramp up for Beijing?
I don't think it gave me anything specific to work on. I know where I am in my training and a lot of work that I have ahead. I'm sure my coach Terrence will pick the race apart and come up with something. He's good at that, but that's why I have a coach, because I don't know these things.
But just kind of confirmed the way you felt.
Yeah, but I was definitely happy with my performance. So I guess if I was disappointed, I would have a list of a million things that I needed to go back and focus on. But as far as how I ran today, I was really happy with it. I didn't think I would have that aggressiveness in the beginning. I ran like I was in shape, and I'm not. So I dwindled off at the end because of my fitness level, but happy to lay it on the line out there and be competitive.
So mentally, you're ahead of where you are physically.
Yeah.
As for Deena, what is your schedule between now and the Olympic Games competition?
I leave for Beijing at the very end of July. Our training camp in Beijing opens up, or on the coast of China opens up on the 1st of August, so I'll leave just before then. And between now and then, I'm going home to train, lock myself up in the mountains and put in some hard miles there. I will be going to the Olympic trials on the track to support my my teammates that train with me in athletes.
How about races? Any races between?
No races.
Is your
No.
last race?
Just a narrow focus from here on out.
Today is it? Okay, right.
Any other questions?
Did you prepare at all for this race? Did you prepare for 10 days?
Training-wise, I was not preparing for this race, but anytime you have a race coming at you, mentally it consumes you. So although I'm still building up in my preparations and not backing off for this, I definitely had this in my mind the last couple of weeks and wanting to perform well here. So now that it's behind me, I can focus on Beijing. But yeah, I was definitely wanting to come here and run a good race.